Time to bring the thunder. Let the heavens rage! Zeus!
Hello everyone, Zeus again here with another commentary video, this time Luffy vs Lucci. If you like the video, please hit the subscribe button. So, I won the dice roll, so obviously I go first. Let's see what the first hand brings. Yeah, if we look closer, I mean, I have a searcher, I have Zorojuru, so I definitely have something to play for turn 1 and turn 2. And with 2 searches, of course, I hope to hit Luffy Taro, at least one, and then maybe also Sangoro. That would be optimal. My opponent chooses to take a mulligan. Against Lucci, if I win the dice roll, I would say it's a 50-50 matchup. It depends a little bit if Lucci sees enough removal. So turn 1, obviously playing Law Searcher. Top 4, have a look if I can find Luffy Taro. I couldn't find Luffy Taro. So I have here many options, but I choose Sangoro because I hope to see Luffy Taro with my Zorojuru play next turn. So I already prepared actually the turn where I can play Luffy Taro with Sangoro, but I have first to find him. So first turn from my opponent, he didn't do anything. This is a little bit unfortunate for him, but can happen. I always swing first before I do leader effect and play something, just to avoid to give my opponent too much information, and of course to avoid the trigger which could KO, for example, my Zorojuru. So I'm playing him, top 5. I don't see any Luffy Taro, so this will be now a tough decision. Okay, what should I take? Next turn I can play Sanji, I have him at least. So I took the 2k because I was not so strong in my hand, and I needed at least a 2k to be able to counter out if he swings with 6, instead to giving him 2 cards from my hand. So my opponent goes to his second turn with 4 dons. I think for him here would be optimal to get rid of my Zorojuru. Let's see if he has enough to remove it from my board. If he's able to remove it, he's a good position because I don't have any pressure. So he swings 7, which tells me like he will probably not be able to remove it. So 7, you see, it was quite good to take here the 2k to my hand, but I decided to take this life because I'm still looking for a Luffy Taro, and I have actually 2 possibilities to get into Luffy Taro, either through life or, as you saw it here right now, typical purple Luffy luck, throwing it from the top. Now this is a special case. He played for 2 cost this blocker. I'm not sure what is the character's name again, but activate main he can give probably -4 if I'm right, to any character of mine. So this was a little bit disturbing to me. Even though I have Luffy Taro play, somehow it felt better to play Sanji and to get rid of his character. So I swing here to make sure this leaves, and I then have 2 swings to his life. So either he gives me card or takes a life. 5, he's protecting. 7, probably he doesn't have enough counter, or he's just not willing to give me so many hand cards early. The Sanji play here, I mean, let me know guys what you think. Would you play rather Luffy Taro into Sangoro or also the Sanji as I did? I mean, we will see then by the end of the game. I think it didn't matter a lot, but as soon as my opponent has something which can give my character minus, my playstyle is to remove it. So this was basically my main choice why I decided to play Sanji. My opponent now has 6 Dawn. I think he's considering what should he do. Is he able to remove both of my characters? It would be difficult. Sorry for this little touch on my camera. So he's swinging 5 into leader, gives -1 to my Zorojuru. Again, leader effect. He's trashing not so useful cards. So I think usually if the match goes normal, he would definitely see a little bit better than this. But he can play Hina into Brook and KO my Zorojuru, which was a decent play of him. And we are going to my next turn here with 8 Dawn. So I have 2 swings, which I will definitely make. The question here is, what is my next play? I go 6 into leader, as I'm probably playing the Luffy Taro combo into Sangoro. And I'm not scared to pass the Dawn with 0 Dawns open. So I attached here to 6, at least to get a 2k out of his hand. With the 7 he has to take. And then of course 7 Dawn, Luffy Taro into Sangoro and pass the turn. So my opponent now on 8 Dawn turn. He doesn't have really good targets for Gecko, so this is a little bit unfortunate for him. I mean, it can happen to every deck, as you guys know. Also, Luffy can brick if you don't see your key cards against the matchups you need to see them. It will be very difficult. I'm feeling pretty good in this current situation. I mean, of course, he could remove 2 character at least if he has enough cost reduction and Lucci. As I don't see anything in his hand, in his trash. I could assume that he has something at least in his hand. Let's see what he's doing. I think he's thinking a lot. Maybe sometimes, you know, One Piece TCG is also about a little bit to analyze how your opponent reacts in certain situations. Does it take long for him to think what is the best play? Is he counting a lot his dawns, which gives me sometimes a sign of he's not sure what to play, so probably he doesn't have the best option to play. So he's definitely considering how he can make the best out of this turn with 8 Dawn. He's swinging 5. Still thinking. So when you see his gesture like this, he's quite unconfident in his decision. So I would assume that he doesn't have Gecko, or Gecko is here not the right play because there is nothing special in his trash. Of course, he can swing with the leader and at least with leader effect hope to get some good targets in his trash, which I think he will probably end up doing it. So what do you think about this matchup? I mean, I played it quite a lot. I know what Lucci does. As I told you in the beginning, when I win the dice roll it's 50-50. When I lose the dice roll it's quite difficult. I have to pray that he doesn't see enough cost reduction and KO stuff. So here we see leader effect goes to Luffy Taro, another Ice Age, so we are here at -6. So Luffy Taro is a 1 cost, so it's a free removal for his Brook. I counter it out, of course. I don't want to go to 1 life so fast. If I have the chance to counter out. Even though I have a Big Mom in my hand, I can actually take 1 life. So he's swinging 5 with Brook effect. He KOs my Luffy Taro, so he removed 1. He still has 6 done open. I'm giving him here 1k. One more time. I don't want to go to 1 life if not necessary. So when you look at my hand, I'm quite bricky. I have only the 2k counter left, which he should know. So he's swinging with 7, perfect swing. I have to take the life. Again, a Gum Gum Giant, which, I mean, at this stage of the game, I don't need a 3rd one. He plays Rebecca, here we go. He's Rebecca from hand. I think he took a 2k and passes the turn. So with my Big Mom in my hand, this will be an interesting turn. I see another Big Mom, another brick. So in terms of counter power, this doesn't look good at all. I remember myself thinking like, oh my god, so if my opponent would know what I have in my hand, he could actually go for game next turn. But yeah, the opponent never knows. It is also important to do not show him in terms of gesture that you have a bad hand or that you are desperate because you are drawing just bricks. So I decided to play Big Mom here to get rid of his Rebecca. First of all, because I didn't want him to be able to block with Rebecca and to get it back into the trash. So I put it in the last life. Like this, I avoid at least that this Rebecca goes to the trash. Swinging then with Sangoro to the Brook. Again, I don't like characters on the opponent's field which can reduce cost for free just by attacking. And then I swing also with Sanji to Hina. I just wanted to remove his board. I'm not sure if this is the best play, if I should be scared. I was initially scared because, again, my hand is quite bricky and I decided not to use leader effect here one more time to get at least an open dawn. So with only 1 swing possible, I could do it. I could do this. And it allowed me to pass the turn with 0 dawn open and with 1 2k counter. So here he swings again with 5. As I know this is the only swing, I give him here the counter, my last one, because the next turn I go to 10 dons, so I can play Big Mom or even Rush Luffy and still have a don open for my Gum Gum Giants. Yeah, he reduced the cost for my Big Mom, then played Kaido, 9 cost. So I had he get rid of my Big Mom and I had to remove trash 1 card from my hand, which is quite an easy decision. I had so many bricks, I was even a little bit happy because I could remove a brick. Swing with Sangoro, just 6k just to get a free draw. Then I'm attacking again with Luffy and Sanji, and then here I decide to play Luffy, draw 1. Why I play Luffy here? Because in this situation he only has Kaido and his leader, so I'm not scared of he's able to finish me next turn. So I want to pressure him. Here I want to pressure him, so he has only 1 life. I have 3 bodies. I mean, with the law, 4 bodies. If necessary, I can swing also with law. 1 don open, which probably signals to him that I have at least 1 Gum Gum Giants in my hand. It doesn't look very good for him here in this stage of the game, to be honest. But I have to be fair also to say this was really bricked by my opponent. I mean, yeah, he's telling me like, yeah, do you see I have 0 Rebecca in my trash? I mean, I was telling him, yeah, this was basically the reason why I play, in this case, the Big Mom to get his one Rebecca into his life and not into the trash. I think this was a good play, but also quite unlucky from my opponent. So yeah, sometimes such games also happen in your favor. Of course, we take these games as usually if we would check the percentage, how many games you win against Lucci, definitely it's not so high as Luffy, especially if you lose the dice. Yeah, he's swinging here with 5, reduces my 9 cost Luffy. To be honest with you, I don't see here any option to get him back into this game. I mean, he could try to remove 2 of my characters. Maybe established also a blocker. But yeah, as he doesn't have any Rebecca in the trash, I knew there is no way he can play Gecko with Rebecca blocker. So he swings here in, of course, character of mine. He hopes to be able to get rid of it. If I'm not wrong, he swing into the Sangoro, so I'm deciding to protect Nick as I'm preparing to finish the game in my next turn. So this is why actually I'm protecting my characters. So he plays here the Rebecca from hand, takes the Sabo and plays Sabo. He gets rid probably of some death cards. Also the first Luccis we see in the trash, they were, I think this was a leader effect when he trashed those 2 Luccis. I think also the only Luccis he saw. I'm considering here what to do because he has 2 blockers. I think these are 4 cards in hand. So I'm definitely planning to finish. I'm thinking here about should I use law or not as an attack, or should I use this law, the searcher law, and to find Usopp, the one who which can rest 5 costs or less if I have 8 or more dons. But I'm going here to have a look first. 7k swing. He gives me 2 cards from hand, so only 2 cards left. So basically, if I'm calculating right now, it's quite an easy mathematical calculation. So I go one more time to 7 into lead. I draw, and I'm drawing Sanji, which is a perfect draw, to be honest. I mean, it could be also the Usohachi, but I'm drawing Sanji. He gives me the Rebecca, which leads me to play immediately Sanji, rest his Sabo, and then just swing 7, 2 hands, he takes it, and finalize the game. So, finished. Thank you very much for watching this game, and see you on the next video. Bye-bye.